Genius crafters of the words, ignorance and intellect, the balance of the worlds, collisions with the demons and the angels and the pearls. Word in the lyrics, you know how I know. Chillin' with the wickedness and for this bitch, don't give a miss. I hit this look, open minds and ignorant. Is it immediate? I love that some of the shit, living with the knowledge of my rings. No still in a wicked and so vigorous. I'm goofy, but I'm serious. I'm making you delirious. A servant with some carrots, bitches, you are in the bearers. Figure part from us American. I'm banging toxic heroin. Tunnel visions never win. You can't see horizons when you don't have proper guidance. I'm a lion, but the lyrics to a science. Nostradamus look around us. All these haters wanna pound us. Use our words as a weapon to the stern upon the thousands of the tracks that we made. That's the farthest from the fake. And we had the better higher power spoken. We were late. Clear visions that were like the bullet over campaigns. Trying to get up on a level just in case you're running late. You should wake up. You cannot fuck with us. 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 Miracle from Minnesota criminals. First meet the minerals. We're bringing all the vegetables. The weirdest individuals. The syllables. The spectrum on your poets. Underwritten. And we're happy, but we're cynical. Miracle from Minnesota criminals. First meet the minerals. We're bringing all the vegetables. The weirdest individuals. The syllables. The spectrum on your poets. Underwritten. And we're happy, but we're cynical.
Wake up, oh you're gonna get your neck up by a monkey with a hatchet who be pumping on a bat. Part survival of the fittest, so forever spitting with you, kicking with the vigilant and also with the villain. It's a venomous. I play with like the meat you, so for dinner I can eat you, then excrete you on some leaker, and there will be a sequel, cause you will be the preview, bring the evil to the maximum as well as to the people.
You cannot talk Hunger Games with a cannibal. Knowledge impeccable, like these on instrumentals. The product for pencils pushes up turnstiles. Missiles turn you tensiles. I'm walking the green mile. Defcon status irrelevant to my grandeur. A wolf inside the pasture, hidden in plain sight, awaiting the right time. So if you're daydreaming, not sleeping, it's alright. You gotta wake up. You cannot fuck with us. 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 Miracle from Minnesota criminals. First to be the minerals. We're bringing all the vegetables. The weirdest individuals. The syllables. The spectrum on your poets. Unoriginal. We're happy, but we're cynical. Miracle from Minnesota criminals. First to be the minerals. We're bringing all the vegetables. The weirdest individuals. The syllables. The spectrum on your poets. Unoriginal. We're happy, but we're cynical. Listen, it's a powerful aggression. Rushing through our fucking days. It's just a matter of a second. Plus they're savages that happen. We will always keep it black and fully loaded with a hatchet, just in case if we get into it. The lower half immaculate aggression is what finished it. I'm that resolution, causing violence with contusions. Slamming raps into my vision, cause I see you get to moving. Everybody ever grooving, what gets slammed into confusion. I'm infusing any power that I have it means to use it. Check your status, check your hatchet, cut precision, demographics. I can imagine those who have it are just lacking in their rabbit forms of chance. What I'm taking, you're mistaken, even faking what you cannot do with me. Bitch, I'm walking backwards, you think your womb is jagged. If you sense the young and I've been working on my shit, but still I'm crazy. Back away, you fucking punkers. Have you looking million ways and scare your soul? You know what's up, you need to wake up. You cannot fuck with us. 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 Miracle from Minnesota criminals. First to be the minerals. We're bringing all the vegetables. The weirdest individuals. The syllables. The principle. Your poets unoriginal. We're happy, but we're cynical. Miracle from Minnesota criminals. First to be the minerals. We're bringing all the vegetables. The weirdest individuals. The syllables. The principle. Your poets unoriginal. We're happy, but we're cynical. Wake up, and I'll say it again. Wake up. No one cares when you're sleeping. Wake up. Your mind in due time you'll find there's more to unlock than just secrets. So you couldn't even try and scare me. I can call them up, put you on hold, then check you out for free for 3 weeks and read about 3 sheets and see that you're weak. Turn around and return you to the library.
I'll put you into the ground, your body will never be found. The town will frown, but I'm up for now, your memory starts to drown out. Hey, you feeling blood on ceiling, chorus feeling the floor is tripping into the basement, last engagement while alive. I'm making my face was open minded, killing with reckless intent. That's a double entendre, not your head breaking neck. Disconnect and reflect on what's coming next. Slot already lame, fuck that ain't willing to wake up.
Yo, what is good, everyone? You guys already know who I am. I am Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S. your friendly neighborhood JUWGALO, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. This is Carnival Spirits live within the tunnels, and I am joined by two special guests. This is my historic for your boy, the Don. Yes, I've interviewed individual artists, but this is my first group that I'm interviewing, and they are coming straight out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. I am talking about the one and only Reckless Intent. How you doing, guys?
Man, I'm all right. I'm alive. I'm doing good. That's a hell of a fucking name you gave yourself. That was pretty fucking long. Also, we're from the other side. We're from St. Paul, Minnesota. But the homies Open Minded, the two people that were on the song that you just played, they're from Minneapolis. So we're from the other side, but we're still repping Minnesota, you know. But yeah, doing all right. Smoking on a peace pipe. They call it the Gandalf.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So you guys want to get started? Like, where did you guys get your start and stuff?
Jesus Christ. Well, honestly, it all really started with Pro Green. He always had an Instagram and he always had a Snapchat and he always went by Reckless Intent. Like, it was just a thing. I don't know what it was. He made it up. And then his rap name because we would write lyrics. We were friends and we wrote lyrics and we rapped and shit. And he got Pro Green just because he's Pro Green. He likes weed, so he always kept Pro Green. I'm like, you should change your rap name to Reckless Intent. That'd be kind of cool. And he's like, I like Pro Green. I want to keep it. I'm like, well, what about a rap group called Reckless Intent? He's like, that's actually pretty dope. Who would it be? I'm like, just me and you, bro. Fuck it. And so we started it up, and ever since then we've done it. And
we started on a not a pro version of Pro Tools, like a sample version.
We got everything. We were using a clothes hanger, a sock, and a drum microphone to record. And I saved up and got an interface, and it came with Pro Tools First, which is a free version of it. So we had the software and we had it all done. Luckily, I have experience at my old high school for recording arts. I was able to learn how to engineer. So I do all the mixing and everything. And then as far as MC Welch's, I just wear purple. Like, it's not because of the Vikings. It's not because of Prince. I just love the color purple. I've worn it. And I rap and I write lyrics. So all my friends, as a joke, they would call me MC Welch's because I wore purple. And it was just like this little, joke rap name, but it turned into my actual rap name because fuck it, But yeah, other than that, that's basically how we started. We ended up meeting each other
through a mutual friend.
Yeah, I used to hang out with his sister. Yeah. Because his sister used to come into town and hang out with one of my friends. And then I met him because he was chopping worldwide choppers at 15 or 16.
Something like that.
And he was just chopping basically the whole song. I'm like, what the fuck, you rap? I rap. And then we basically became best friends ever since. And throughout the years, we decided to create Reckless Intent. And we created it in 2017. So we haven't been out for a while. Only a couple years, and we've been doing.
Well, this is definitely a good platform for you guys. I'll definitely help put you guys out there.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, you're cool as fuck.
Yeah, no doubt.
We met up with Tommy James a long time ago, and then he ended up telling us about how he was doing the interview, and we watched the interview, and then he was talking to you about putting us on and talking to us and all this other, and yeah. So we appreciate that you fuck with us, and we appreciate you letting us come on here.
For sure. Yeah. Thank you, man.
So what would probably be some of your guys' influences growing up?
Oh, shit.
Well,
for me,
obviously all of Psychopathic and Eminem, but that's a touchy subject. Anyways, I grew up with a lot of Immortal Technique and K Reno. He's super underground. He's like about conspiracies and shit. I grew up with a lot of that, but I also grew up with a lot of Eminem and D12. So that's how I came up.
I got onto like Tech 9 very early. The first
Tech 9 too.
thing that got me onto hip hop, I'm really embarrassed to admit it, but it was 50 Cent's Candy Shop on 101.3 that I got into hip hop. I think I was like 10 or 11. I don't remember. I was young as fuck.
We were all bumping radios when we were that age.
Yeah, when we didn't know any better.
Right.
And I got onto Tech 9 after 50 Cent and Twisted Insane, so Brain Sick, Strange Music, Chris Calico. A lot of the rappers I was really influenced by because I was just like, how do I like the cadence and the ability to go fast and be on beat and that rhythm that it takes is just something that like how my brain works. Like I found that and I'm like, I can break this down. And the way I learned to chop personally is I would learn other rappers' lyrics. Like I would try to do it and mimic it perfectly. And if I screwed up, no matter how far along in the song, I'd go back. So I played the same song. That's how I
ran into him with Worldwide Choppers, because he was trying to learn it.
Song 30 times within a span of 2 hours, So.
Did you also learn chopping from probably listening to Bone Thugs also?
To be honest with you, I wasn't really into Bone Thugs.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, we didn't. I mean, we know about Bone Thugs. We listened to them, but like growing up, that wasn't really a lot of what we were listening to. We have a close friend named Billy. He listens to a lot of it, so when we listen to it, it's around him.
Right.
But yeah, we basically like when we started learning about fast rap, it was through Tech 9 and all that other shit, and then like we caught on early with the old Tech 9 because we always hung out with the older crowd. So we caught on to Tech 9 when people didn't know who the fuck he was. And we started learning that, fast rap, that's all right. We started learning all that other shit. And then we basically grew from there and Twisted Insane. And we started, like, I like to rap fast. I can rap fast, but I'm a boom bap artist at heart. He's the chopper. But that's why I listen to a lot of Immortal Technique. You can tell his influences are choppers. My influences are boom bap. Just by the way we rap our shit. But yeah,
we've heard a lot of good things from the outside community, like just like fans and friends and stuff like that with the circle, saying that the mix of our styles is a really good mix to combine. They say it works.
Yeah, we try. We try to mix it up.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I've always noticed about like the Midwest when it comes to rap music. A lot of people think the Midwest just has one style of rap. It's like not really. It's actually quite diverse.
Right, it really is though. Like, because when you think of Midwest rappers, you think of like Tech 9, and like that's about it. Because there's really not a lot of rappers that are really repping the Midwest as hard as him, because he's crazy about repping the Midwest. But there's a few of them that are actually pretty dope, and people really don't know about them. One of them is fucking Open Minded. They've been doing this shit for like 10 plus years, and they're still just locally famous, like, and they're fucking dope as shit.
And then that leads into the next question: how is like the underground scene in Minnesota, and how is it probably different and unique than other parts of the country?
I would have no idea. I'm kind of a hermit crab, but I mean, there's definitely there's definitely an underground juggalo scene around here. There's actually a few people around here that get a lot of love, but to be honest, we don't get a lot of local love at all. Like, we just recently have been able to get in contact with Open Minded and get a song with them, and we got them a little too high before the Twisted Wicked concert. But we've been able to contact them recently, and I have another friend from school who's been making it too. What's it, Young Gammy, and so, but like a lot of them, they don't really acknowledge us. We just stay inside of my room and make music, and oh snap, low battery. I got a low battery, but yeah, that's basically how it goes. We don't really got a lot of local love around here too much. But it's a dark little underground scene around the Minneapolis, St. Paul areas. I like it, but there's a lot of people that are also assholes. But that's just because I'm cynical and I don't really like a lot of people. But anyways, yes, I am done talking with that one. Whoa. Anyways, can you see us?
Yeah.
All right. That's still not coming. That should work. Cool.
And then that leads into the next question is, if you guys could work with like any artist, past, present, or future, dead or alive, who would it be? Like each of you can answer that individually.
Fucking A. Honestly, I do not know. If I was anyone dead or alive, if I could work with any artist, probably Immortal Technique, just because like he really is the reason why my lyrics get put together the way they do. Like the thought, like he I mean, we have completely different thought processes, but like just
storytelling,
the whole rhyme scheme, the storytelling aspect, like the whole complexity of the simple boom bap flow. That's kind of where I got my shit from, was Immortal Technique. I'm not very political with my shit, but I think we could make a dope song together. I think it'd be dope to have Immortal Technique or Light from Psychopathic. Light's dope as shit. But
dead or alive.
Yeah, I finally saw Immortal Technique last year perform at the Gathering, and he killed it.
Hell yeah.
I'd have to say, like, alive, I'd have to work with probably Tech. And then dead, I have, like, kind of two in mind, because I like to sometimes touch into, like, my emotional side, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, are we talking just rappers or artists? Because,
just artists in general.
I'd have to say either X, Tentacion, or Little Peep. Do some like emotional, like heartbreak shit with Peep.
Sorry, he's a little fuckboy sometimes with his music. I don't approve of X or Little Peep, but he likes that kind of stuff.
I stray on that side, like on the path of like new age trap lean shit if it's good, and like horrorcore wicked shit, like chopper shit, like Twisted Insane's Ever Gods.
His main thing is Suicide Boys. Oh, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I don't know how this Google shit works, or the Google Hangouts, but can you guys see us okay? Because we had to flip the phone sideways. Is everything okay?
Yep, now we can.
All right, cool. If it was probably all fucked up for a while, but that's my dumbass. But anyways, what were we talking about?
Talking about the artists that we'd work with that are alive.
Oh yeah.
I said Tech 9 alive. I said X or Peep dead.
I instantly thought of the fighting game Dead or Alive when you said that.
I can see why.
I don't know, man. I can't really think of a lot of dead people that I want to work with. Besides, like, of course, the great Michael Jackson, but there's no way I could ever make a song with him. Like, not because of how famous he is, just because, like, of how opposite the music is. Plus, everyone's bitching about him right now because of that documentary. I haven't seen it, and I'm not gonna fucking get into it. He's a god, and I'm not gonna do all that. But anyways, Immortal Technique and Light are my answers.
And have you guys like recently opened like for any acts recently?
No, we've never performed. That's the thing. I also have social anxiety, but that's not gonna stop me. That's stopping me now, but we also don't really have a place to try to perform because there's really nowhere around here too much besides Minneapolis, but can't really book anything. So, bottom line is we've never performed.
And since you guys are juggalos, I like to always ask people if they are. I like to go, how did you like discover ICP or just the whole juggalo subculture?
He got introduced to me because we used to hang out, or he used to listen to Tech Nine and shit like that, but he didn't fuck with the clowns. But he went away for a while because he was dealing with school and life and shit. But when we started linking back up, which is when we started doing Reckless Intent and shit, well, we linked up probably about a year before Reckless Intent, but when he came back into town and shit, and he was living out here again, we were, me and my homies always listen to ICP and shit, so he ended up getting introduced to ICP, and he loved it, and then he got introduced to fucking Twisted, and he fucking fell in love with it, and that was all probably about 2015 or 2016. He started getting introduced to it.
Yeah.
Because he was just he was always away from it. He never really, fucked with it like that.
I stumbled across it early on in middle school, and I was just like, I was at that age where I was like, I didn't know, and then I judged the shit that I didn't know at that time. So I was just like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, like it wasn't like he was talking shit. He was just like, what the fuck are these guys with face paint? What the hell? Like, let's listen to Tech 9 rap fast. That's basically how his mindset was.
And the first song I think I stumbled across was like Boogie Woogie Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first song, except I was 9. And my brother showed me it.
And then my first concert ended up being the Great Malenko for ICP.
Oh yeah, the Great Malenko tour.
Yeah,
that was pretty dope.
Yeah.
I had to
that was a good show for me. That I was like, it felt like '97 all over again for me.
I had to get out of the crowd early because my anxiety, I couldn't fucking breathe. There's too many people, so I had to fucking like get out. I had to get fresh air and shit, and I couldn't do it. But I had a fucking blast. It was pretty dope. But yeah, I was 9. I was 8 or no, I was 9, and my brother, actually, his dad decided to come around for the first time since his birth, basically, and he had all the Joker's cards. My brother's dad did. So when my brother started going over to his dad's house to spend time with him, he grabbed the Great Malenko and the Riddle Box, and then he showed me Boogie Woogie Woo, and then he showed me another love song, even though that's from the Jekyll Brothers, but he showed me them on YouTube. And then he showed me Boogie Woogie Woo, and then another love song, and then he showed me the Netting Game. And then after that, I knew about them. I kind of listened to their shit, but I didn't really mess with them like that too much. And then I was 9, so what was I, like 4th, 5th grade, and then starting 7th grade, I got into them heavy because I found this CD. It said Wizard of the Hood on it, but it was a burned CD. And when I played it, it had the entire album of The Wizard of the Hood, which is one of my favorite albums to this day. And it had a bunch of other shit, like Bugs on My Nuts and My Axe. And fucking, there's a bunch of them. It was like 20 tracks on there, and the fucking Wizard of the Hood's only like 7 tracks or something. And so yeah, there was a lot on there, and I just basically started falling in love with ICP through that burned CD. And then once I got into 9th grade, when I started going to high school for recording arts, my brother was going there too, and he's like, "Hey, listen to this," and he fucking played "Whoop Whoop" by Twisted. And after that, it was over. And then I fucking met my homie Pooji, and he introduced me to Tech 9, and that's when everything just came in. I mean, I knew about Tech 9, but I didn't like really listen to Tech 9 until my friend came around. He really put me into it, and yeah, it took off from there, and that's basically how everything went. So yeah, sorry, I like to rant a lot.
No, you're good. I'm the same way too. I also suffer from social anxiety, but you wouldn't know that I would and stuff, which is crazy.
I'm super loud and like obnoxious, like when I got a camera in my face, but like ultimately, like in a group of people, I'm super quiet and kick back and chill.
So am I. We're at the Wicked concert, and everyone's like, "Yeah!" I'm just like, just standing there chilling.
I consider myself super nice, even though I'm super chill. Like,
yeah, he's the happy one. I'm the introverted one. So
I'm the one that like, hey, come up
He's
like, I want
yeah.
to meet you. Like, I want to
He'll
meet you
sit
more
there.
than you want to meet
I'll
me.
just you can greet me. I'll be nice.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand there like I hate everyone. You can approach me, but
Yeah.
I'm extremely introverted. He's the extrovert.
Yep.
And Tommy James is the crackhead. We all love him.
Speaking of Tommy James, he's in the chat. He's saying what up to you guys.
Yeah, right now. What up, Tommy? How you doing?
Yeah, what up, bro? Much clown love.
Yeah. Me and him will send hours of voice messages in the DMs on Instagram, and we'll just rant to each other, like 10 voice messages at a time.
An old married couple.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's my brother too. Me and him got a lot of big things planned that we're working on.
He goes fuck. He actually I think Pro Green found him, and then Pro Green and Tommy were fucking with each other, and then they were working on a song called Pumpkin Carver, which is out on our YouTube, and
Yeah,
and then I decided to hop on it, yeah, and then long story short, Pro Green was gone for a while and came back, and we decided to drop, and then we decided to put out the song again, and that was the first song we had with Tommy James. Actually, no, I dropped a song called Hold Me Back with Tommy James on my EP Fireproof.
Yeah.
So that was the first time, and then after that it was Pumpkin Carver, and after that it took off from there, and we've been fucking cool ass homies ever since.
Yeah, here at Carnival Spirits, we're basically like one of the things I'm really pushing a lot is like underground unity. That's like the hashtag I use is like one united underground nation. And I always say like, fuck this division.
Right.
That's one thing Tommy's helping me push a lot. He's like, instead of being divided, let's rise together.
Right. That's how it should be, though.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you fucking. That's how you throw anything, bro. That's how you get a message, bro. You gotta unite and not be stupid about things.
Like I tell people, once you get involved in the bullshit politics in the music industry, it's no longer fun.
Right. Exactly. That's why I try to stay away from the politics. But, you know, you might catch me on a bad day and start. I had a really bad morning. I thought I was going to be pissed off during this interview, but I got better because of, you know, marijuana. But, yeah, catch me on a bad day. I'll start bitching about politics for no fucking reason. But, you know, you got to stay out of it because that's how fights happen. And then disagreements are never fun.
Yep, or I tell people also, or if you talk politics or anything with someone, you should make sure you're talking to someone who's actually intelligent about it and open-minded and not like closed-minded.
Right. Hell yeah, man. I'm running out of my raw papers. I need to grab more.
And that's pretty much how my interviews are. My interviews are just always laid back and just chill. It's just like talking in a room with someone, basically. That's pretty much like how it is.
It's just chill. Like, I was sitting there, I'm like, dude, like, we're gonna have a fucking interview because I have bad social anxiety. So it's like, fucking have an interview. But it's like, dude, we're just going live and talking and chilling.
It's like talking to a homie.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many times I go live on Instagram and just irritate the shit out of people with my thoughts? Why not do it on here?
Well, that's what this here is for. You can just be yourself, basically.
Exactly. I appreciate that. And the weeds definitely help me. Marijuana is great. Yes.
Like anyone will tell you, they'll be like, if anyone is the best person to interview you, it's Don Chaos, because he just makes it chill and everything. He isn't like those other interviewers that like pressure you and stuff. It's just, I talk to people like it's a normal conversation.
Right. And that's how it should be. That's why I like listening to podcasts. Instead of just like shows and shit like that, you listen to a podcast and it's normal people doing normal things, talking about normal shit. It's like there's no mask, there's no theme, there's no this.
Like
they're just talking. Exactly.
You know? That's
what I tend to do on my podcast. I'll like be talking serious, but then I'll like add some entertainment in there too for the heck of it.
Yeah. That's what I can handle about podcasts. For me, my brain is like a million things at one time so often that like for example, when I drive, it can't be silent. My music has to be cranked. It has to I have to have multiple things going on to distract me kind of so I can focus. It's weird. But no fucks. This is what happens. What was I talking about?
I have no idea. You're talking about your attention span or something. I don't know.
Oh yes, about podcasts.
Yes,
I can handle them because they're like.
That's why, because you're jumping around from subject to
subject. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
no doubt. Like they can free to talk about anything, so like whatever's on their mind at that point, it gets brought up on a split second. Otherwise, if it was just like, like on and on and on for an hour or 2 hours about one thing, like I'd be like, okay, this sounds like a lecture now.
Right.
But they don't. So.
Yeah. Plus, also listening to podcasts fucking help expand your mind. Not even, let alone your guys' kind of podcast. I watch like Joe Rogan Experience. I listened to Monday Morning Podcast with Bill. The past weekend with Theo Von, like because comedians are the realest fucking people out there. Like, there's literally don't have a fucking face unless you're old school kind of comedian, like fucking Dice Clay or something. But like, comedians are just real ass fucking people, and they have podcasts and they talk about real shit, and they're actual real people, and they make you think about your life. Just like it's just like the fucking carnival, man. Like the fucking hidden messages. It's like they make you think about your life and make you want to do better. It's like when you sit there and listen to people that are trying to change their life, that's the people you want to be around because you want to try to fucking better your life always. So that's why I like podcasts. Sorry for that long ass description.
Oh no, you're good. That's some of my favorite podcasts too, is like the Joe Rogan show and all that.
Yeah, dude, they'll talk about like grown men. They'll be in tears because they're talking about having to put down their dog 3 years ago, and then they'll start talking about fucking people dying from cougar attacks, and then they'll start talking about aliens, and then Elon Musk will hop on there, smoke a joint, and start talking about time travel. Like, it's awesome. It's perfect. You just bounce around everywhere. But yeah, dude, like they make you fucking think.
It's still balanced though.
Right.
No doubt, you know. Everything makes sense. It's all logical and super in depth of thought.
So are there like any upcoming projects that people can look forward to from you guys?
Dude, where to fucking start, dude? We got too much.
Release for each month of this year?
Yeah, basically every month we got one. We dropped 2 acapellas in January. One for him, one for me. And then we remastered the song Angels and Demons with Melody Mercury. We dropped that in February. And then the one that you just played at the beginning, Wake Up with Open Minded, was March. April, we are dropping Cold Wind Blows with Jinzo the Schizo. I'm sure you've heard of him.
Yep.
Yeah. And then he's dope as shit. He's the homie. And then what's after April? May, we're going to be dropping a single called 6 Feet. And then what's the one after that? June. Why can't I do things right? June is going to be In My Darkest Hour featuring Irate. He's the homie. This was a long time in the works. A lot of things have happened, but Irate's going to be hopping on the song with us. And we're going to be dropping that in June. And then we also have a song, fucking A. We also have a song coming out in July with Whitney Payton called Mad World. So we got that going. We're going to be dropping that. We're also going to be making it to the Gathering. So we should have some shit going down over there, hopefully. But we'll be making it to the Gathering at the end of July. And then August, we have another one called Anonymity. That's going to be a nice one. And then we're working on 2 other ones right now for September and October. And then I'm dropping a solo single in November called Cosa Nostra. And then December, we're dropping a song called Don't Freak Out featuring Genosha X. So every month we're dropping a fucking single this year. And then we have an album called Life of the Hated that we're going to be dropping sometime in 2020. So we got a lot of fucking working on.
And these tracks are coming along beautifully. But the two that I'm really happy about is the one with Genosha and Whitney Payton.
And I gotta mix it all.
Working with some female MCs, so nice to get that change up.
Yeah, we would make some dope ass fucking artists out there.
So take some notes, all you up and coming acts. Be on your hustle and grind like these dudes. These dudes look like they're gonna be on that hustle and grind, which is great.
Hell yeah, dude. That's all we fucking do. We don't fucking stop doing this shit.
We talk about it all the
honestly,
time.
Sometimes it gets kind of annoying. Like, it's always like we don't have enough music, but we have way too much music. But we need to make more music. And we can't not make music. Like, if we're just on YouTube, we just see a beat, like, ooh, let's click on that. And then we like it, and we need to write to it.
By the least.
Like, we can't not.
Or whatever.
We can't not make music. Yeah. So sometimes it gets annoying, and then I have to sit there and fucking engineer it all. And that shit gets tedious and annoying as well sometimes. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it takes the fun out of it. But it's all good. We got it going. We got a bunch of fucking shit happening. We got to record tomorrow, actually. We got to record both of our verses for Tommy James's Family Sick tape.
I'm getting on that Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That Wi-Fi beat.
So we got to do all that this weekend. More fucking music.
And he's getting on a song with Tommy and Crucifix.
Yes, I believe so.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. I thought, yeah.
I don't know. I believe so. I'm not confirming or denying anything, but that's what I believe. I would have to
shout out
to him.
Crucifix. That guy can sing.
Who? Oh, Crucifix. I don't know any of his shit except for that one song. What's my name? Or my name is or some shit.
My name is.
Yeah, he showed me that one song. He destroyed it. But other than that, I don't know anything about Crucifix. Like I said, I'm a hermit.
Well, I'll definitely send you some of his stuff that he like, whether he's just like singing on or just doing the chorus for.
Hell yeah.
I know he's done a lot of stuff with Boondocks in the past.
Hell yeah. Boondocks. I feel like Boondocks isn't really Boondocks anymore. He's just a part of the Underground Avengers now. But I could be mistaken. I don't know I don't really follow anything from M&E anymore. Or Psychopathic. I just wait for albums to come out and then just make music. That's my life now.
Oddly enough, that's really all we have time for. Is to just listen to albums and make our own shit.
Yeah, if we're not smoking or working, running errands, we're making music.
That's life.
That's all we do.
The only break we're catching theoretically is the gathering. That's the only kind of vacation we're catching.
Even then we're not, because we have a lot of homeboys in the little circle that we've collected of artists that we worked with. They want to make like a little mini show somewhere just on the grounds of the gathering, and they're trying to convince me to perform. So it might not just be a vacation there. We don't know yet.
Well, if you guys do perform, let me know. And if you guys want to get comfortable on stage, just invite me and Tommy on stage, and we'll get on stage with you guys and help hype up the crowd for you guys.
Hell yeah, bro.
Right on.
Fucks with it. I appreciate that. That's all my weed. You owe me a bowl.
I do.
Yeah. That first bowl right before we went live, he took a hit, and the whole thing just fell on the fucking carpet.
I don't even know how it happened.
That slightly rhymed.
Yeah.
That slightly rhymed. But yeah. So we gotta get some weed tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyways, yeah, I'm sorry. We're pretty stoned.
Oh, you're good. If I was there, I'd be like, give me some of that too.
Hell yeah.
And to close out this interview, we have a few last questions. Are you guys willing to maybe be a part of our mixtape at Carnival Spirits? Because we're actually working on a mixtape.
Say that one more time.
Oh, I was like, would you guys be honored to be like on our like latest mixtape? Because we at Carnival Spirits here, we're working on a current mixtape, and then we're also at the end of the mixtape, we're having a big cipher, and there's like a who's who, so it's going to be like a huge underground cipher.
Oh yeah,
But we'd be more than
Yeah.
honored to do that.
yeah. We'll be down.
So yeah, just like email us at carnivalspiritsgmail.com and just let them know that Don Chaos told you guys about it.
All right, bro. Hell yeah. Yeah, definitely. We can do some shit. Oh, I got some dust. I vote we smoke. Yes, no, possibly.
I'm down.
Maybe.
I'm not complaining.
I vote we smoke.
Well, if you guys definitely make it to the gathering, let me know and we'll meet up.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. We're gonna make it there one way or another. I mean, if I pay for my ticket and don't make it out there in July, you know, that's not gonna happen. So we'll make it up. We'll make it out there. We'll let you know. Also, Tommy James is gonna be there. Truthy Cannon Race is gonna be there. And you know, Don Chaos and Juggernaut and all those other cats. You know, so it's gonna be pretty dope.
I'm definitely looking
Hell
forward.
yeah. Juggernaut all day, all night, y'all.
Hell yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Shout outs to my brother Maximum Overlord of the Juggernaut. All I gotta say is thank you, brother. He was sampling some of the stuff off his up and coming album, and all I gotta say is if any of you guys tuned in last night, a lot of the stuff he sampled, whoo!
Hell yeah. Yeah, Maximum Overload is a dope ass dude. I remember that motherfucker.
I remember when I first met him, and then he like sent me samples of his music. I'm like, dude, this shit is fucking fire, dude.
Hell yeah. Makes it mastered. Okay, Jinzo Jinzo just hit us up about the feature we did with him, so we have to deal with that after this interview. So I don't know what the fuck he said. I sent him the right files, but anyways,
I got a piece of butt on my lip. It's like stuck to my paint.
yeah.
Anyway, I got it.
Are you
So,
there?
closing out this interview, would you guys like to give like any shout outs?
Shout out to Tommy James. He's the homie. He's a giant crackhead. I love him.
Cannon Race.
Truth to Cannon Race.
Ill Child.
Ill Child, Tyler Rawhide, Permadox, Saint Sin. Yeah, that's the real boys right there. That's the whole crew right there. Shout out to Open Minded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. We keep our circle small. So.
Yeah, I would recommend if you guys do decide to work with my Max, I would take it because that dude can spit.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, hey, and shout out to Don Chaos too. Man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
and
it.
Max.
Yeah,
Maximum
Max.
Overload.
Yeah, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, thank you for the opportunity in the interview, bro.
Yes, definitely.
You're welcome, man. I look forward to doing more like follow-up interviews. So if you guys like have anything else, like if you guys just want to hop on here and go, hey, we have more stuff we want to discuss and we want you to be the first to hear it. Just, you guys know I'm just a message away.
Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that.
I got connections everywhere. It's crazy.
Fuck yeah.
And with that said, I'm Don Chaos. This is Carnival Spirits live in the tunnels. Thank you, Reckless Intent, for joining us, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
All right. Peace out.
And with that said, y'all, we are going to go and ride out to this with the song from my brother, Maximum Overlord. You guys know how we usually always end this stuff, or how we usually sometimes end the Hours of Chaos podcast, or in the tunnels, we always end out and ride out to this song. Let me pull it up. You guys know what I'm about to play. So yeah, we gonna ride out to this, y'all. Now I want to see the chat flooded, y'all. Throw it up in the chat, y'all. Diamond emojis, throw up those triangles and all seeing eyes.
Taking my flex to the grind. Put the hex on the latex every time that I have sex. Hoping it's mine. Told them I hope I don't know it, but I never show it, and you'll never know it because I'm a boss. Never take a loss. Never give a fuck about the cost. Look at them coming up, running the cost. Look at them there and they stuck in the sauce. Comparing the fire to permanent boss. And I ain't a liar because I'm a lion and I'm never dying. I'm already flying, so take it as I am. Feel this shit. We don't stop till the casket drop, till the wheels fall off, and we ain't just gonna wait for shit to pop off. And we ain't about to be out and taking no rhymes. We built this shit, and we don't stop till the casket drop, till the wheels fall off, and we ain't just gonna wait for shit to pop off. And we ain't about to let dudes think we spot. So this is the capstone. You ain't with it, you ain't gonna make it back home. Better put a million on the track phone. Clay, sit back for the chon. Y'all back for the back, get you close drones. Really silly bitch, you better know a crack phone. Willy nilly when I'm really feeling at home. How I'm feeling when I'm sitting on this black throne. If you got it, then we gon' take it, bitch. And while I'm laughing, I'm gonna hold a fucking cigarette. And what you gonna do about it? You gon' talk shit, sitting crying like a baby on the internet. We built this shit, and we don't stop till the casket drop, till the wheels fall off, and we ain't just gonna wait for shit to pop off. And we ain't about to be out and taking no loss. We built this shit,
And we don't stop till the casket drops, till the wheels fall off. And with that said, I am the Dawn. I am the Dawn of the Juggernaut. Juggernaut, Carnival Spirits, all day, all night. YJC, all day, all night. Woo! Peace, y'all. This is the Dawn signing